Hello there, and thank you so kindly for tuning in to Brown Eyes on this beautiful, amazing, wonderful day. Because remember, so as a man thinketh in his heart, then so is he. We are to think upon things that bring us a good report. We are to speak things that are not as though they were already. Thank you and welcome to all of my viewers and all of my subscribers. Thank you so kindly for taking the time to like, share, subscribe to my video, leave me a comment. Thank you for the interaction. I appreciate your energy. Thank you for taking this spiritual journey with Brown Eyes. It is so appreciated. I really do appreciate you guys. I hope everybody is also having a awesome, terrific, amazing day. In spite of the things that are going on in the world today, you have to have a secret spiritual place in times of desperation. When you can't seem to find that peace within the outworld, within the matrix of the world, you have to have a spiritual place, a secret spiritual place, so that you can go within and hide from everything else just to get it together, okay? So today, being that it is the weekend, we're about to pull the Divine Masculine's weekend edition of his energy check here. And collectively and energetically, I have been feeling that it's not only the divine masculine who has been going through things emotionally because of cycles ending and beginning and transformation, cleaning yourself, and just dealing with the dark side of your soul, so to speak. The divine feminines are as well. Excuse me. So it's like the whole collective needs to be healed, because you have to understand, if the divine masculine is out of order in some kind of way, and he's not in communion and he's not in union with his divine feminine, then it tends to leave her imbalanced. And we know that free will is at play here. The divine masculine has every right to use his free will and to move in another direction with his life, but not when you have not ended it correctly, because that creates negative karma that you will have to deal with, and that goes for us all as well. So I feel like, since a lot of divine masculines have not ended cycles correctly because of pride, ego, arrogance, and all of those things, that they're under judgment, they're in toxic situations, they're in karmic relationships, they're in toxic relationships, and it just seems like they just can't seem to find themselves out of it. But there is a way out of it, divine masculines, and even if it is just to bring your divine feminine clarity, truth, and peace of mind, because she deserves it. That is indeed a terrific place to start. Now, it doesn't mean you have to come around her to be with her, but I think that if someone and then, a lot of divine masculines may not even feel like they've done anything wrong. So we're not talking to those. We're only talking for those who have the ear to hear, those who are energetically and excuse me, spiritually connected with source, where they are feeling kind of compelled and pretty much judge where they feel like they need to right a wrong situation in order to move on successfully in their lives. Those are the ones I'm reaching out to. So what I'm doing here, I'm pulling from a couple of decks here to get some energy and some answers about the divine masculine here. I'm pulling from the psychic oracle cards, the tarot oracle cards, and the earth magic cards here. And we're just going to clarify them and see what kind of energy we can get on the divine masculine. Excuse me, y'all, I'm getting over cold, so just bear with me and keep it to yourself. But I'm so happy that you guys are here with me. I love your energy and your feedback. Please keep it up. I really so appreciate it. And I need you guys, by the way. So coming up in the energy oracle deck, I pulled two from each deck, by the way. The first card I pulled was Man Holding a Heart. If you look at this picture, he's just like any other immature guy who has his heart in his hand. Now, either he has his own heart in his hand that he's kind of just carelessly holding on to, or he has someone else's heart in his hand that he's so carelessly holding on to. You hear? But regardless, he has someone's heart in his hand, and we're going to find out it seems like love is all around the divine masculine, the energy of passion and love and sensitivity and just nurturing, and just the energy of love is around the divine masculine. He is in a loving energy now. I think he needs this love. So we're gonna see whose heart the divine masculine is holding, because we know without a shadow of a doubt he's in a loving energy now. Because if you look at his face, he's calm. He's not upset about anything. He looks like he looks like he wants what he wants, and there's nothing wrong with that. So we're gonna clarify that. And the other card that I got out of the energy card was appreciation for the divine masculine. Now, appreciation, when you look at the picture, it could be that the divine masculine is receiving some type of attention for a job well done here. Maybe someone is appreciating him or giving him some type of attention, or highlighting the skills that the divine masculine has, or the divine masculine is feeling some type of appreciation towards someone else. Because if you look at this person, she's just standing there looking beautiful, but I think someone is appreciating her, because when someone looks at her, they see beauty all around her. They see the energy of peace, love, and abundance around her. So she is well appreciated by someone, and it could be indeed this man holding the heart here. Okay, so moving right along to the tarot, the psychic tarot oracle cards, we have two cards as well. The first card was the spiritual strength. So the divine masculine needs some type of spiritual strength. By the way, this is a general, it's not a personal, it's not going to resonate with everyone. So don't get mad or feel some type of way and try to feel like Brown Eyes don't know what the hell she's talking about, because this obviously is not for you. But there are so many awesome, amazing tarot readers out there. You will always find the answer that you are looking for. Just keep looking and keep an open mind. So the divine masculine could need some type of spiritual strength here. It could be that the source is giving the divine masculine supernatural spiritual strength here to go within, to use his intuition to handle things, because it seems like he's suffering in silence. He's not talking about things. It's like, based on these other two cards so far, and I haven't brought up the last two cards, it's like he has a hunger and a passion for something in his life, but he's needing strength to initiate it. So it could be that he's just in the background, just not saying anything, just keeping everything to himself, because he's learned that running your mouth too much can sabotage stuff, especially when you're surrounded by jealous-hearted, toxic people that do not want to see you happy because they're not happy. And so it seems like he wants to reach out. He wants to either give his heart to this divine feminine here, because he appreciates her. He's watching you. He looks at you and he admires you. Absolutely. And he also wants to give you his heart. That's what I feel. I feel that the divine masculine wants to give this divine feminine his heart, because he really do appreciates her. No, it didn't seem like he appreciated her when they was in that connection, because he was in that low vibrational energy, and he had to go through this cycle just like the divine feminine did. Because although, we're always doing the readings about the divine masculines and the things that they did and the things that they're doing with the low vibration, the toxic, and all of those energies that they're living in, if it's some type of spiritual connection, then that means that the divine feminine had to learn something too. That's what it's about. It's like the divine masculine met the divine feminine so that he could be aware of the things that he needs to make changes in, just like he brought awareness in her life that she needed to make changes in as well. Is no one is perfect here. No one has an added advantage here. We're all on a level ground here. It just seems like because most of these divine masculines are so full of pride and arrogance that we bash them a little bit more. But we all have to learn a lesson in this, and ultimately we do have our individual journey to take. So it seems like the divine masculine needs some type of spiritual strength, because he can't speak about anything. He's not coming forward. He's not talking, but energetically he's longing for a union with his divine feminine. He loves her. He wants to give her his heart. He's always wanted to give her his heart, or he wants her to know that you always had my heart, divine feminine. But just in case you didn't know, let me remind you, here's my heart for you. So it seems like the divine masculine needs some type of spiritual strength, because he's suffering in silence. He does not have a support system around him, and instead of talking about it. He's just dealing with it spiritually, while his spiritual guides guide him and assist him and transform him, because he has to be transformed in order for it to work, y'all. We know that. So now out of the Earth Magic deck, I pulled 2 cards as well, and these 2 cards are, the first card is River Movement and Fog Veiled. Now, river movement, if you look at this picture, it's like a flow of water here. We know that water moves. It's fluid. It's moving. It's emotions. It moves. But it's like maybe the divine masculine is not moving like he should. It's like maybe he's so stagnant in his fear, because you remember, he's suffering in silence. He's practiced this lifestyle so long that he does not move. When he's suffering in silence, when he's feared, what he does is he goes and he runs and he stays to himself. But it's mind fucking him in return, because now he's dealing with it. But the universe is telling you that you're getting stuck in your stagnation, divine masculine. You need to move and add some action to your life, because nothing is stopping you but you. Because nothing is ever going to change if you don't make the necessary changes. And the first change comes with you just taking the necessary actions, divine masculine. Just move. Move, move, move. All you have to do is move. Once you take that first step in the right direction, you will continuously be moving, just like this flow of water. You'll be moving, and you'll realize that all you had to do in the beginning anyway was just to make the proper movements. And so this fog veil happens to do with you're not seeing things clearly here. It's like your mind is confused. It's like you've been around so many fake ass people, so many fake scenarios. And I think that the reason why you've been around so many fake scenarios and fake people is because you've practiced this lifestyle. You've always had a mask on. You've always had a veil on. You've always act like you was something that you wasn't, because you wasn't comfortable in your own skin. And truth be told, that when you're alone, you hated to see yourself, because you knew the real you, but the divine feminine did not know you. She had to read the motherfucking cards in order to find out who you really were. But it doesn't mean that you're not worth loving. It just means that these are the things that you're going to have to change, because it's revealed to us now. The divine feminines know what you're working with. You're bare now. You're being stripped. And it doesn't always feel good, but the universe is telling you that the veil, you're going to have to lift the veil in order for, or better yet, be patient in your searching, because you have this spiritual strength here, which means that you're doing some type of meditation. You're going within, you're praying, you're trying to seek some type of spiritual guidance here. But it's telling you that you're going to also have to be patient, because in the past, you've been dealing with so many illusions, and you've had veils placed over your eyes. You've had so many people working black magic and love spells on you, and they put the veil over your eyes, and where you couldn't see things clearly. So you were making the wrong choices in life because of your own actions and because of the pride and arrogance of your own heart. That is what brought you down. The divine masculine is your pride and your ego. And so, but it's not over. The universe is healing you. The universe wants to get you to that place of peace, but you have to go through the transformation. So let's clarify these real quick, y'all, because this video is already 13 minutes. But these oracle cards so far is just amazing for the divine masculine, because it's just amazing, because it's like, you have to feel some type of sympathy for someone, because no one is better than anyone. It's just that most women take that time to do that spiritual journey, and most men run from that. You go to any church, who's going to be filling it up? It's going to be nothing but women and their children, okay? And most men are going to be home watching a game or something, but they don't want to invest in no church because they feel like it's a game anyway. So we know that the women are always the spiritual people, the women who keep it together spiritually. Y'all, excuse me. Keep it together spiritually. And, that's just what the nurturer do. So let's clarify man holding a heart for the divine masculine, universal energy of light and love. Reveal the mysteries unto us for the collective of the divine masculine here. Ooh, man holding a heart. I'm not going to take this, the tower in reverse, though. Clarify man holding a heart. Man holding a heart for the divine masculine. We have a Nine of Cups. So seem like it's some type of wish fulfilled for the divine masculine here. Man holding a heart. So whoever he wants to extend this heart to is his wish fulfilled. It must be this person he appreciates, which happens to be the divine feminine. Can I get another card for man holding a heart for the divine masculine, please? And we have this, what is that? The Ten of Cups. Wow. I heard that shit. So we're clarifying. Remember, we're clarifying man holding a heart. And clarifying that we have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So this perfect union is the divine masculine's wish fulfilled. This is something that he would really, really love to happen. So let's clarify appreciation for the divine masculine. He appreciates someone. I don't see someone appreciating him right now because he's going through he's suffering in silence and all these things like this. So this is not him. This is not someone appreciating him. This is him appreciating this beautiful woman on this card. So clarify appreciation for the divine masculine, please. The Wheel of Fortune. So something is, he feel like this is a good investment. He feel like this person who he appreciate is lucky. She brings him luck. She brings abundance. She is a perfect choice. He see nothing but beautiful things happening with this woman. He see nothing but amazing things happen with this woman right here. That's why he appreciates her so much, because he appreciates her so much because she made him see himself. And he know that she's priceless, the Wheel of Fortune. Can I get another card for appreciation, please? The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, he wants to move this quickly. He wants to move this success with this woman that he appreciates swiftly. So we know that the Knight of Cups is a messenger of sorts. And we know that a knight is aggressive, you know, with that fast energy moving in and out. But the cup is emotions. He's wanting to extend this emotion, and he wants to move quickly with this person that he appreciates. And this is the one who he wants to give his heart to. He wants to have a perfect union with his divine feminine at this time, because he already knows that there is abundance within this union here. But he's needing some type of spiritual strength because he's suffering in silence about it, because he wouldn't dare tell his family and friends about this, because if they're in separation, it's because of some things that he did, because of his ego, and because he was just, you know, he just had to grow up. And so he won't dare share that with anyone because he don't want to be judged by them. So he's just keeping it to himself, but it's bothering him, because every day without his divine feminine is another day that he has to struggle. You hear me? And that's for real. Clarify spiritual strength for divine masculine, please. Clarify spiritual strength. Ace of Swords, some type of clarity and truth here. He knows. He knows he's weak for the divine feminine because he needs spiritual strength, because he know he can't. Now we got the Knight of Swords. See, he knows without a shadow of a doubt. Now this Knight of Swords, I think that he's been harsh on this divine feminine. I think he's been harsh within this connection with this divine feminine in the past, because he's weak with her. So whenever he's around her, he needed strength because she always made him look at himself. I don't even think she knew that that's what she was doing. I think in the beginning she didn't know that this was a test and a journey that they had to take. But it ended up, he has clarity and truth, because it's like he wasn't going out without a fight. He wanted to fight this connection. He didn't handle a lot of things right with this, but now he's coming to the realization that this divine feminine is the one that makes him complete. So because of how he mishandled her and he didn't treat her fairly, and now there's no communication, he's suffering in silence, because I feel like even though there wasn't an equal give and take, he still could go to the divine feminine and still get spiritually fed. You hear me? So now he's suffering in silence because he don't have anyone to confide in. Clarify suffering in silence for the divine masculine. We got the Ten of Pentacles. So what are you suffering in silence about? Is your finances? Is this commitment? Six of Swords. So it's like, so it seems like based on these cards that the divine masculine is suffering in silence because he's probably already in some type of commitment that he's trying to move away from, because we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So he's trying to move away from this connection. So it's like he's stuck in a situation with someone that he doesn't want to be in, and it's a union. He's in some type of long-term commitment here because he's invested a lot. He's, you know, there's could be children involved. There's a lot of assets involved. So he cannot just pick up and just run away, especially if there are children involved, because remember, a lot of divine masculines have vowed that if they ever had children, that they would be nothing like their parents because they have abandonment issues. So a lot of them suck it in for the sake of their children, and because after all, it is lucrative. But they're suffering in silence because they're in a relationship they don't want to be in, where they're longing to give their heart and their emotions and build a stable relationship with their divine feminine. This is what the cards are saying. So within this connection that they're in now, they're suffering in it and they want to move away from it. So let's clarify this river and this fog here. Remember, the river movement is that the divine masculine needs to make a move. See, it seems like he's making some type of move, but we know that the swords is mental. It is movement, but it's mental movement. You know, that's the only thing that energetically always moves, is the movement within your mind. So, but at least his mind is moving towards a calmer place. And that's probably what gives him hope, even within this relationship that he doesn't want to be in, that he's trying to move away from, is the thought of him giving his love to his divine feminine. So, but he's still not physically making that move. So the universe is telling him, you're staying stagnant, you're missing something, you're holding yourself up, your energy is yelling out in pain and agony. Your divine is crying out in pain and agony because she's longing for this union, but you're not making a move because ultimately it is up to you, divine masculine. You're the one that can heal this because you're the one that unbroke it, okay? You're the one that messed it up to begin with. So let's clarify this river movement for the divine masculine. Clarify river movement for divine masculine. King of Pentacles. So this King of Pentacles is a very stable, committed guy. He has money. He believes in traditions. He's usually a married guy, you know, but he believes in taking care of the home. So can I get another card for river movements here? So you need to... Eight of Wands. So forward movement here. Forward movement. Well, good for you, divine masculine. This is some type of forward movement. So it's like maybe your energy is moving forward. You still have the energy of a person that is connected within a union, but at least you're trying to move because you got Six of Swords when you're trying to move towards calmer water, and you got the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands could be messaging and some type of fast moving energy, but since it is fast moving energy and we're clarifying river movement, it is very befitting that the divine masculine is making movement, because this Eight of Wands is fast, is forward movement. So he's making progress, he's moving forward. It doesn't seem like it where your eyes can see, but energetically he's making the moves. He's just scared. He's scared because, like I said, he got a lot of finances and things invested in this relationship here. But he also wants to give his divine feminine, he wants to give her everything that she deserves. So clarify fog and veil. Now remember, fog and veil happens to do with you being patient until you get all of the truth, because your vision may be clouded, your intuition may be off. You're not seeing things clearly. You've been hoodooed. You've been eating too much spaghettis, at the wrong time of the fucking month, okay? So, you know, people have been working love spells all on these divine masculines, and they have veils over their eyes, but the universe is trying to remove this veil, but he's telling you to be patient because you have to go through this divine masculine. So clarify fog veiled for divine masculine, please. Fog veiled for the divine masculine. Okay, we have the Hierophant. So I believe that this is some type of spiritual advisor that the divine masculine has help from, but it may not be a person, but I think it's from the spirit guides that's aiding and assisting this divine masculine to make sort of this. And then you have the Two of Wands here, so you made a choice. So so the Hierophant is a very spiritual card here. The Hierophant is a spiritual leader, a clergyman, a traditional man. He could marry people. You know, he could be higher learning, wisdom here. So I think that the divine masculine is had to go within and tap into his spirituality. He's having to introspect, because you remember over here he got spiritual strength over here too, and now he has the Hierophant over here. So it's like he's having to go within to know how to handle things, not just from what he sees, because remember, he's not seeing things correctly because he has a veil over his eyes. He's been played with. He's been he's like a puppet on strings, so to speak, because he's joined with the wrong people. But until this cloud can be lifted, the divine masculine has to stay within this spiritual place and get a spiritual understanding on how to handle this. Then he can see things clearly and he can come up out of this negative energy, because he's already chose the path. And the path that the path that he's chose is a spiritual path. And the only spiritual path that the divine masculine has is with his divine feminine, the one that he appreciates. He appreciates you, honey, and he misses you. So let me get some angel answers here real quick for the divine masculine, and I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. That's a very good reading for you, divine masculine. I know you longing for your divine feminine. Of course you are. All this time away, all of the lessons you've had to learn, all of the cold nights alone, all of the missed opportunities because of your pride and ego. I mean, it's just so much you've missed out on. You got a lot of making up to do. Wink, wink. We get some energy and some answers for the divine masculine, universal energy of light and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so it says under the bottom of the deck, with all this movement the divine masculine is making, and we know starting off the reading, we have man holding a heart because he wants to extend his love to the divine feminine. He wants to give her everything, and the universe is saying a year from now. So it could be 12 months from now, y'all. The divine masculine plans on being out of this negative energy that he's in, because right now it is not the right time. Why isn't it the right time? Well, it's not the right time now because the divine masculine is already in a type of relationship that is causing him to suffer in silence. But energetically, the divine masculine wants to give you divine feminine his heart, because he appreciates you. He jacks off when he sees your picture. He's so turned on by you, honey. He wants to give you this he wants to give you this 10 of cups, because you are his 9 of cups. You are his wish fulfilled. You hear me? So let me get one more card for these angel answers for the divine masculine here. So far the answers is it's not the right time now. So a year from now. So a year from now, the divine masculine should have been wrapped up some things, and he'll be better prepared to extend his heart the right way and give you a real commitment that a divine queen deserves. Not just a fucking booty call with a limp ass dick because you fucking and holding around. I'm sorry, that was too much. Okay, can we get one more card for the divine masculine, please? Uh-oh, you want to come out? What do you say? You say opportunity. Opportunity. So I guess it's an opportunity for the divine masculine as well as it is for the divine feminine. It's an opportunity. Are you going to take it? But we know a year from now, that's what the angels say. Hey, brown eyes ain't saying this. Is what the cards say. Okay, one more card, because opportunity kind of threw me off there. I don't know. It's an opportunity, but you know, free will is always at play here. So, and wrapping it up, we have reconsider. So I don't know, maybe someone has an opportunity to do something somewhere else. Maybe the divine feminine is so tired of work dealing and waiting on the divine masculine that she has opportunities somewhere else, and she wants to completely end this cycle with the divine masculine, and the angels are telling the divine feminines to reconsider that. Reconsider, divine feminines, because something amazing could possibly happen a year from now. So we're going to see. So, but this has been your divine masculine energy read for the weekend edition. If this video resonates with you, please like, share, comment, subscribe, leave me a comment. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I cannot do it without you. Thank you so much to subscribing to Brown Eyes and helping my channel grow and reaching its full potential. Thank you so much. And remember that so as a man thinketh in his heart, then so is he. We are to think upon things that bring us a good report. We are to speak things that are not as though they were already. Thank you so kindly for tuning in to Brown Eyes, and I will talk to you on the next video. Bye.